All right, so what better way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day than maybe a little whiskey? This week, Lytle Park Hotel is hosting Whiskey and War Stories. So excited to hear all about this. Okay, so Chris with the Lytle Park Hotel joining us to tell us a little bit about this Whiskey and War Stories event happening this week. Let's just kind of dive right into it here. You were telling me a bit during the commercial break about this. What is this event about?
Absolutely. So the Horse Soldier bourbon line that we are featuring is actually a line created by the first 12 soldiers that went into Afghanistan following 9/11. And the movie 12 Strong, starring Chris Hemsworth, was actually based on these 12 soldiers. So they came back, and in their retirement, they opened up their own distillery, and these are the whiskeys that we're featuring at the dinner.
How did you guys even come about really thinking of this?
So we've actually partnered with this distillery a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it's their program where they call it Whiskey and War Stories. You taste a little bit of their whiskey, they share some of their historical events that happened during their time in the service. And this time around, we decided that we were going to try and change things up a little bit.
Yeah.
And did a menu that's inspired off of the MREs that they eat in the field.
Okay.
So it's not going to be exactly the MREs that they eat. We're going to take those as inspiration and kind of jazz them up a little bit.
Okay, so I don't even know what an MRE is.
So an MRE, we actually have a couple examples right here. These are freeze-dried food items that they'll carry with them whenever they are out on deployment. So that way they don't have access to all the cooking equipment. They just add a little bit of hot water. It will make the meal for them.
And then, okay, wait, so you guys went off the theme of this.
Correct.
And then turned it into menu items.
So we have, for example, a beef ravioli is one of the MREs that some of the soldiers will carry with them. So we took a short rib, braised the short rib, wrapped that up in some homemade pasta, made our homemade raviolo, and had a couple of accompaniments to go along with it. And we just did that kind of stuff with every single MRE that we selected for the dinner. So it is inspired by that and then elevated to kind of like a luxury standard.
Absolutely. Okay, why do you, because I can only imagine how popular this is going to be. I just feel like it kind of checks a lot of boxes here. Why would you, though, recommend that people should come down to the Lytle Park Hotel and try this out?
Aside from the great honor that it is to have this line and the soldiers, and I actually forgot to mention one of the soldiers will be the guest speaker. Sergeant First Class Will Summers, who was part of the deployment, will be there speaking at the event.
Oh, amazing.
We're also featuring this Commander Select whiskey as part of their line. They only made 296 bottles of this. There's only 18 in the entire state of Ohio, and we have 2 of them featured at the dinner.
Oh,
so if you're a whiskey connoisseur, it might be your only opportunity to try this particular whiskey.
And then that would definitely kind of earn you some bragging rights, maybe like the ultimate bragging rights. Where can people get tickets? How does the whole ticketing thing, how does that work?
So we have a couple of places. First off, we are selling the tickets on Eventbrite, so you can look up the event on Eventbrite. If you visit the LytleParkHotel.com, we have a link there. And since it's up at Vista, our rooftop restaurant, we have it on the Vista website as well. So all 3 of those areas have links. And we do encourage people to go to their local liquor stores and buy a bottle of the Horse Soldier and bring it to the event, and we'll be happy to sign the bottle for you as well.
That's a perfect kind of like full circle thing there. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
You're the best. We appreciate you. And again, one more time, the date that's happening.
It is this Thursday, and it's going to be at 6 o'clock.
Perfect. Awesome at the Lytle Park Hotel. Thank you. Whiskey and War Stories. That'll be, man, that's a good event that you guys have on your hands there for Thursday. You're the best, Chris. Really appreciate you taking the time here this morning. It is 10:50. Let's now send things over to our Ethan Emery. Ethan, I'm loving the fact that on kind of all things green.